Hello fellow humans! So good to see you again. Got my light on now, we're very bright. And look what I have got on. Yes! I do apologise, I understand it may be early for some people, but not for me. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. I'm actually putting my Christmas decorations up next week. This is where we're going. It's only going to get more Christmassy from this point on. So next week, you'll be with me putting my Christmas tree up. The reason I'm popping it up so early this year is because we are going on holiday right into the new year. So I wanted to appreciate my Christmas decorations because I won't be here the whole time to see them. So I wanted to get them up nice and early. And we are heading over to California. While you're here, while you're listening, do you have any tips or restaurants or places that I need to try? Flying into San Francisco. We're going to be there for 3 nights. We're going to Alcatraz and we're going to go on a Segway tour. Then we head over to Yosemite National Park. Hopefully it's open. If there's a lot of snow, I don't know, I presume they close it. Tour where Paul will be driving and we follow a tour guide and we go through the mountains, and if there's snow they put snow tracks on. So we're doing that when we're in Yosemite, and we're going to have a mooch around. We're there for 2 nights. Then we head over to San Diego and we are going to go to the beach. We've got plans to go to Mission Beach and SeaWorld, and then we're going over to LA and we're going to visit Universal Studios, and we're going to end in Disneyland, California, which I have never been to, and I am so excited. On my bucket list is to visit each one of those Disney castles. So I have only done the Florida one so far, Disney World, but I am planning on going to each one. So I do have plans next year for Disneyland Paris. Any tips, tricks, anything that you can give me, any help, places we should be visiting, I'd really like to hear about it, guys. So please do comment below if you've been or you live near there. So this week, having some chorizo enchiladas. Now, these enchiladas, me and Paul, we ate them the first night and we had leftovers for the second night, and all we talked about that next day was the enchiladas. Oh, we can't wait to have those enchiladas. Oh, they were so good. Oh, is it time for tea? Can we have the enchiladas now? So I'm going to show you those. They were great. They were 13 points. You could put your points down a little bit if you don't add as much cheese, but 13 points, they were definitely worth it, guys. They were really good. And I'm also going to show you how we are getting on in that barn. So stay tuned. Let's go and make some enchiladas. Not in Christmas jumpers. It's getting dark on these nights. It's 5:15. We're about to make the vegetable and chorizo enchiladas. So these are packed with veg, but also they're going to have that salty taste from the chorizo. They stood out on the Weight Watcher app for me just because I love that smoky, salty taste of chorizo. And obviously you probably know, if you've seen this vlog before, that I love vegetables. I'm all about the veg. I made a few adjustments. So on the Weight Watcher app, it said it served 10. And they used little mini El Paso wraps. Now I don't have any of those, but I do have the Weight Watcher wraps, so I subbed those out. Also, I've got hot salsa instead of mild salsa, and I'm using half fat cheddar instead of just mixed blend cheese. Now you'd think that would bring the points down, and it did, but it said it served 10, and I thought 6 wraps is not going to serve 10. No way. No way, Jose. I've put the serving size down to 6 because I thought you want at least one big wrap full of chorizo and vegetables and cheese and salsa and sour cream, don't you? At least upped the points then to 13. And I thought, well, I don't care because I want a decent portion. I don't want to go hungry. You could have these with a bit of salad on the side as well, couldn't you? Bump it up a bit if you wanted to, if salad is your jam. This light is blinding. I've got this new light, and you're going to be able to see, at least see what I'm actually doing today. I'm still getting used to it, so please bear with me. A couple of weeks ago, berating my camera techniques. I was saying, that's all over the place, I'm too close to the camera, I'm too far away, can't see anything, it's too dark. And I know you guys are not harsh, you're so kind to me, but I wanted it to look a little bit better, so we've got a light now, and it just attaches to the top of my camera, and it was really cheap. So we're going for that, but I do feel a bit like a deer in the headlights. So, and also it makes my skin glow lovely. Look at that, looks like I've got a filter on my face. It's great. A bit more disheveled than this in real life. Let's crack on with these enchiladas. For these enchiladas, you will need some coriander. Now look what I picked up. Frozen coriander. It's already like shredded almost. I don't know how this is. I haven't tried it yet. It said you need about a tablespoon. I don't think it'll be as strong as fresh coriander. It almost looks like frozen spinach. So I'm going to see how that goes. I'm going to pop that back into my freezer now. You will need some Fry Light, Weight Watcher, tortilla wraps, 2 onions. It is not half fat, it is 30% fat. I did scan this in. 175 grams of 30% reduced fat cheddar cheese. That's what I'm going with. That's 22 points for 175 grams. If you can find half fat cheddar, it'd be great because it would lower your points and it does melt. It's pretty good as half fat. My local supermarket didn't have any, so I've got the 30% reduced fat and I've accounted for it in my points. A red pepper, a green pepper, mushrooms. So I've just got 200 grams of mushrooms here, 200 grams of chorizo sausage, half a tablespoon of fresh lime juice, 2 cloves of garlic, some paprika. Do you know what I'm going to say, guys? If you watch this every week, I get this paprika and onion chip seasoning. It's because it's the only paprika I have. I must say that every vlog. Next time I show this paprika, I want you to all say it out loud. Italian seasoning, chili flakes. These are jalapeno chili flakes. 300 grams of salsa, 6 tablespoons of reduced fat sour cream, 1 dancing chili. And if you can't make your chili dance, then you need to sing to it. And if it still doesn't dance, just use a regular chili. That'll be fine. Probably won't be as tasty, but sing louder. Right, let's get cooking. These enchiladas were epic. I am certainly making these again for sure. So I chopped up my chorizo. I didn't take the skin off. I've seen other people not take that skin off, and it is like a sausage skin, so you can eat it. So maybe I've been doing it wrong all this time, and I thought, no, I'm going to leave it on. And it was it wasn't really to any detriment. It tasted great. I chopped my onions into slices. I chopped my mushrooms in half. I chopped up my 2 peppers. I left the veg quite chunky. It was really nice to have a little bit of bite and a little bit chunkier in this. And then I sprayed my frying pan with Fry Light and added all my vegetables. I'm going to say very soon that this is the wrong order to be doing this in. But hey ho, this is the order we did it. We followed the Weight Watchers recipe this time. I seasoned my vegetables with a little salt and then chopped up my garlic and sliced my lime. Then I grated my 30% reduced fat cheddar cheese. My veg was now softening and it smelled really good. Those onions smelled really nice. And then I added the chorizo and gave that a stir. Before adding my teaspoon of chili flakes, teaspoon of paprika and teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Oh my gosh, guys, I've just realised as well, with the light, the opportunities are endless. We don't have to stand right next to the window every single time. We can go here, we can go there, we can go wherever we want. We've got a light. Paul actually ordered me the light. Honestly, he's so practical, that lad. I just said, oh, you know, I'm really struggling. I can't see him on the camera. And also, it's running out of battery really quick. And next thing you know, there was batteries and a light being delivered. What a good hubby that boy is. It smells lovely in here. It smells like chorizo and fried onions. That's what it smells of. What I would have done, though, if I would have been Weight Watchers doing this recipe, and this is the first time I'm doing it, in hindsight, would be to fry my chorizo, drain the fat off, fry it till it's a bit crispy, drain all that fat away, wipe your pan with a bit of kitchen roll, and it'd still be glistening a little bit. Then add all your vegetables in, rather than all that fat's now leaking, and I'm sure it'll be really tasty, but all that fat's now leaking all over my veg, and I honestly don't think it'll make much of a difference. The chorizo would already be carrying a lot of fat in it. Some of those fats released could have been drained away. And with all that veg in the pan, my nose is running, it's those blooming onions. Hold on, I'm just going to blow my nose. Yeah, they're not hitting the bottom either. So you don't want chewy chorizo. There's nothing worse. I like it crispy, you know. I would rather have crisped it up before this point. So crisp it up in your pan maybe, pop it on a plate, wipe your pan out, whack your vegetables in. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. Recipe, it doesn't even look like enchiladas. It looks more like a lasagna because we're going to be layering it up. Woo! How did that tip? Nearly didn't have a camera at all then. After all the moaning I've been doing about it earlier on, and then yeah, it nearly ended up in the pan. So I gave that a really good stir. It's all amalgamated now. It looks sticky and delicious. I added my half a lime juice. So I gave that a good squeeze. You want about a tablespoon, and a tablespoon of the coriander. You could add fresh. And then we started to layer it up in our casserole dish. So I popped half of the mixture onto the bottom of my casserole dish. I topped it with half the salsa, and then I layered 3 of the wraps on top. And then I repeated this process. This mixture now was lovely and charred. Oh, I can smell it. Even watching it back now, it's making my mouth water. Added the rest of the salsa, the wraps on top, and then I spread these with soured cream, the reduced fat soured cream. So I did 6 tablespoons of that and spread that all around, and then topped with my cheese and my chilies. So I've got it in the oven now. It bakes for 25 minutes. That looks so much more than the points. Just because I know it does 6, but it's a pretty big dish. The amount of cheese on there. It looked fantastic. I love chili cheese, so I've popped some chili on top. You don't have to do that. You don't have to use the hot salsa. You can just use mild salsa. Just cut the chilies out completely if you don't like them. That's fine, because chorizo sometimes has a little bit of spice in it anyway. It's just I like things quite fiery. That's completely your call. I won't let it put you off if you don't like spicy things. Calculators out, guys. Right, so Weight Watcher wraps, 6 of them, 17 points. The cheese was 22 points for 175 grams of the Cathedral City, 30%, and I scanned that, and that is the lighter cheese, so that was right. 30 points for the chorizo sausage, so we're up to 52, 59, 69. 69 there. 6 for the salsa, 75. Soured cream, 5, because I used 6 tablespoons. 8, so, well, it says it's right. 13 points per portion. I mean, I might be making this every day. Seems a lot of good stuff there for 13 points. There's things that have changed in it, so if you want the original recipe, probably not as spicy as well, just go onto your Weight Watchers app and type in chorizo and veggie enchiladas. Oh, so it's sizzling from the oven, guys. 13 points per portion, 6 portions. 13 points, very well spent. I'm just going to quickly, really quickly, just run through what the app now looks like, the Weight Watcher app. It updated a couple of days ago, and how to get the updated version if you're already a Weight Watcher member. This is the My Day page, which loads up as soon as you turn it on. It has your foods there, your breakfast, your lunch and your dinner. If you wished to add something into one of those, you would just press the dinner option that I have pressed there, type what you want in, and it would track it for you. Then you've got your snacks and your weight and your activity. The activity actually reads from my Apple Watch. Exercise tracker, it can link to your Weight Watcher app and then it will give you points back for that exercise as well. You can also track your sleep if you give it permission to. Along the bottom, if you press the progress, this is new with the update. So this gives you a good overall figure of how your weight loss journey is going. It tells you how many days of the week you've tracked, what your activity levels have been like, lots of facts and figures that you can compare, information for you so that you can tweak your journey. I really like this. This is brand new. What a good addition to the app. So along the bottom, one more is what to eat. These are all your Weight Watcher recipes. So here, this is a good place to hang out, isn't it? They have so many. At the top, it recommends ones that it thinks you will like from others that you've made in the past. You can save these recipes. You can also create your own recipes. In here, these are my saved on the top left. I've pressed that and these are all the ones that I have saved. So you can just click on a recipe and tag it, and it will then be here for you to click on and access really easily. Next to that is created by you. So these are all the ones that I have created myself. In this folder, easy to get to track any of these foods, you just click on the recipe, press the track button underneath, and it will ask you, do you want to track that for breakfast today, lunch today, or dinner? Press the track button and it will go onto your My Day, allocate those points towards it. To create your own recipe, you click on the Create button in the top right hand corner. Then you get to add your recipe name at the top. You can be as creative as you like. You need to pop in how many your recipe is going to serve, and then press the add ingredient. To an overnight oats, I would add 100 grams of oats. That is 9 points overall, but because it says 4, it is showing that it is 2 points per portion at the top. You would then carry on to add all your ingredients until everything was in. It will calculate the points per portion for you, and then you can track that on your tracker. The connect button in the bottom right, workshops, chat rooms, all the social side, as well as some informational videos to help you from Weight Watchers. In the UK, I got an email about the app updating 10 days ago. So I had to uninstall my app and reinstall it. Progress area, that was really lacking before. That was challenges. I never used that. So I am really pleased with that progress bit. That is just really good information, things that you can look back on, see what worked, see what didn't. So I think that's a really good addition to the app. The recipes look brighter, better pictures. Your points look the same. I think taking the blue dot off the main My Day and added it into that progress area with the ticks. So maybe that might work for you. Maybe you might never look at that, but it's there if you need it. Before I head off today, I promised you I would show you around the barn. Peeking up at the top to give you a quick look around that barn. We are planning to move in there in about 9 weeks' time. Now you may think when you see that barn, you're having a laugh. There's no way you're going to be in there. Paul assures me that he thinks we probably will be. Welcome to the barn. And into here, we come straight in to our entranceway. So this is what it looks like at the moment. We've got a very, very high ceiling. And this is all going to be fitted out with cupboards. We've gone for a very neutral stone sort of colour in here. The doors have just come, so they have just been fitted. These doors are going to be stained. And then we're into our main living room. Now it's all open plan, so we come out into here, into our living room. We got this floor replaned. So it used to be in a police headquarters. This bit here has been sanded, so this is what it will look like, darker polish put on top of it. This is our fireplace. It's a gas fire. So the flue for this actually just goes out through behind where the TV is going to sit. But this is like a false chimney for effect. And like I say, these are all slip stones just on the front. And we've had a tongue and groove put up there, and then we've stained that this big beam here. Those windows up there will also be painted so they're not glaring white. And we have sprinkler heads up there, and there'll also be a chandelier up there. Large truss that was there originally. It's been moved and stained, popped in there as a feature. So really nice high ceilings in this living area. We're going to have some wall lights. The painting, it's called Picnic Basket, and it's almost like a caramel latte type colour. So we have no staircasing as yet. We have these little arrow slots. We were not allowed any windows that weren't already in the barn. So these are original windows. And they're just small ones, but we've tried to open them up as much as possible. So instead of just going straight back, we've opened them up into the room. It feels a bit like a cathedral. The original plans for this building, 4 bedrooms. We changed the plans to 3 bedrooms so we could have this. So in this corner back here, will be the kitchen. They're going to be like in a porcelain colour. Got this detail in here on the ceiling. It goes up. And then we're going to have a dining table here. The breakfast bar will go along from this wall here, right along, sort of splitting off the kitchen from the living area. This is the polish that we are going to have. And it will be quite a shiny gloss over the top as well, varnish. The ceiling is a lot lower in this area, however it does feel very cosy. Into this area here, this one is a grey colour. We've got some tiles here. I love these tiles, they are so pretty. Right along this wall will be a media and TV area with cupboards and storage, and then over here we'll have the same thing. So all this will be behind cupboard doors, would you believe? All this will be behind the cupboard. This heats the underfloor heating, and then on this side my washing machine will go. Hold on to your hats. This is my downstairs loo. So I've gone for a bit of a statement in here. So I've got these beautiful pink tiles, and then above it I'm going to have a floral wallpaper. It's the same tiles on the floor as it is in this area. I think these tiles look a lot nicer in real life than they are picking up on the camera, and they're quite large. Upstairs we go. Now I've got to climb up this ladder. I'm not very good up the ladder, so I'm going to pass you up there and then come up myself. So this is a temporary banister, but it will all be made out of glass and dark, thick wood posts into the staircase, which will go here. Right down into the living room below. Into the family bathroom now.
Are you happy with that about there?
Yes.
Equal spacing?
Yes, I think so. Yeah. That looks good. We've got a tap into our bath. Our bath is black. That's so cool. This is the sink area. Have spotlights in here. Got the sprinkler heads again. The toilet here, which is a black toilet. We've got a little shelf up here. Oh, it looks really, really great. I'm really pleased with it. Into the shower. So just a walk-in shower there. Hasn't got all its fittings yet. We are still a work in progress. So we've got a little window at the top of the stairs here. And then we turn into this area. This door will have a sliding door, so it won't take any space up, it'll be sliding. And then this corridor goes into all the bedrooms. So we go down here. Show you Sebastian's first. Now it would be hard for me to show you Sebastian's because it's quite a small room and my camera doesn't zoom out very well, but his wardrobe will be in this area here, and then his bed is actually above us. So where that ladder is, there will be a wooden ladder with a banister across. The bed is up there, and then he has a little room into the void there for his little den. He's gonna have a little den in there. So he's got additional room because he had quite a small room. We've built up into the ceiling. It's Laurie's room. So everything's a bit mucky, but as you can see, he's got industrial style floors. So these are actually tiles. And he has a walk-in wardrobe over here. However, there's no door on that wardrobe, so it goes straight in with cabinets. And then round to this way, he will have a desk and a chair. He has an amazing window in his room. His room is one of the brightest rooms, and he picked this colour himself. I think he can pull it off because he's got one of the brightest rooms. Into our room now. We had a very small window in our room, but we have got skylights. Our bed will go against this wall with the headboard going right up. We don't need any wardrobes because we're going to have a little walk-in wardrobe here with a dressing table. We've got some natural light there, and then through to more storage in the back. Door here is also a sliding door. To the other side, we've got another sliding door which leads into our ensuite. So we've got the tiles on the floor, some of the tiles on the floor. We're having a his and hers sink on this wall. That window had to be blocked up because that's where you'll have your mirror, which is a shame, but it's one of those things. We wouldn't have had a mirror otherwise. And there is wall lights at each side. And then we have a steam room on this side with a shower in the middle. So this will have a little bench in it. And that's where we're up to. Diva.
Much excitement. Stella, you have to come out of the way. Stella.
What do you think, Stella, of the new house? She said, I cannot wait until there's a heated floor, Mum. I can lie down, Mum.
And it's clean.
And it's cleaned, yeah. My beautiful Stella, isn't she good? And my mum made an appearance there at the end as well. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. Do make those enchiladas if they are up your street. They were cracking. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.